Hello, howdy, watcher. My name is Anthony Richardson and I'm the Bad Esports Caster. Bad as in good, I think. It's just a nickname given to me by the community. Let me tell you this, I'm nothing if not competent. That's 1 kill to 0. That is really good esports. Today I'm remembering the finals of the 2017 League of Legends Worlds in Beijing. What a tournament. What fantastic memories we've all got. I didn't make it to China myself, but I watched every moment right here in my father's basement. And let me tell you, the internet connection here is second to none. 27 megabits of pure entertainment. But what is League of Legends? And how do you play it? Well, here's my handy guide. The aim of the game is simple. You and 4 friends must destroy your opponent's Lexus, the world's largest selling premium car. You have 3 paths towards that Lexus, and those paths are known as lanes. Or you can go through the jungle, destroying everything with the carefree abandon of an Amazon logging company. A game of League takes around 40 minutes, around the same time it takes to complete 30 seconds of American football. And make no mistake, these players are athletes, in the same way that snooker or darts players are athletes. These guys were born holding keyboards, which made for some very complicated births. Right, let's download the opening ceremony of the tournament, which will take all of 5 seconds. Okay, that's a pop-up. And that's another pop-up. Oh, right. Lucky winner. Again. I am so good at that. I don't know how to redeem those prizes. Oh, here it is. Wow, look how young I am. Welcome one and all to the Bird's Nest in Beijing, where teams have gathered to play this startup indie game called League of Legends. I haven't played it myself, I'm still waiting for it to come out on PS4. So 24 teams with unnecessarily complicated names qualified for the final tournament, who were then whittled down into the last 2, Samsung Galaxy and SK Telecom T1. Both teams are vying for the largest trophy in history. There it is, comes in at a whopping 2 stories high, and a top prize of $1,855,114, which will pay for the energy drinks they've consumed during the competition thus far. It's Faker, okay, versus Ruler, 2 of the greatest people to have ever held a mouse, just behind Alan Turing himself, who has sadly not qualified for this event. And we go live to it after the break. Going to a commercial break right then was bad timing, as at that exact moment, a giant demonic dragon flew into the arena, ate several of the dancers, and carried off the drummer from the band Against the Current in its huge talons, before dropping him on the stadium roof. Get back to the action, there's a flying reptile on the loose! It's flying around the stadium. I don't know, it's been awoken by the music or something. It's exacting its revenge. Maybe they put the stadium too close to its eggs. It's defecating on the spectators. This is television gold. Get back in there. Sadly, by the time the commercial break had finished, the dragon had departed, and only the confused and desperate sobs of the lead singer Chrissy Costanza gave any hint as to the tragedy that had unfurled. We welcome back our viewers, and I can only tell you this, the beast appears to be sated for now, but once it has a taste for human flesh, I can only speculate as to how long it will be away for. We are quite literally a captive audience in this stadium. Let's get to the pick and ban phase before there are any more casualties. If you're not aware of the intricacies of League of Legends, then it's very simple. The pick and ban phase is basically where a team tries to pick their fighters, whilst at the same time trying to ban the other team from picking their own fighters, who are trying at the same time to pick their own fighters and ban the original team from picking the fighters that they tried to get banned from it's very simple. The Blues, they can't use those guys below who look like actors' headshots in an audition for a Disney Pixar movie, while the Reds, they can't use Batman and Casper the Sarcastic Ghost. Samsung have chosen to play with the pointy-eared Pixie, Red Riding Hood, and 2 purple robots, and an evil bird that lost its beak in a freak packing accident. And this is huge! Wolf has chosen the mum bomb from the Incredibles. Oh, her special moves are stretching her limbs. That ought to give Wolf incredible range on the battlefield. Then it was time for the main event. The camera panned across a landscape as inhospitable and cold as a branch of PC World on Black Friday. I had eaten 3 bananas, so my potassium levels were very high. It was time for Game 1. This game has started slowly, both teams sniffing each other's bottoms like dogs at the park. But which team will leap up and grab the frisbee? There's a lot of admin to be done first, though. They've got to kill the little minion things. They've got to do some farming, some photocopying, and check there's enough milk in the fridge. League of Legends very much like an office job, except that by the end of the day, half the place is on fire. And oh, something interesting is happening. And as soon as I work out what that means, you will be the first to find out. It was a tense encounter for sure, full of close-hand combat and long walks into the jungle by players which I could only put down to cowardice. And this game was full of my classic Anthony Richardson catchphrases. Bingo bango, here comes the mango. That's messier than my second divorce. Samsung Galaxy took the upper hand with the first kill of the game. An act which was swiftly followed by yet more kills. They're surrounding the dragon like angry wasps at a picnic. Peanuts jumped in, but he's been stunned. It's 1-0. The Reds have walked right into a trap. They've seen a pie cooling on the windowsill, but it's a pie filled with regret. And cherries. And cream, but it's sour cream because they've taken so long to get it, and Faker has eaten that cream and he's got a bad tummy, and Wolf has been slain. Wolves don't like cream. Go to jail, red team. Do not pass go. Do not collect £100 because this is China and that currency is useless. SKT's goose was cooked, and it was only a matter of time before Samsung Galaxy got into their base and dealt some damage. It's a nightmare for SKT. They might as well take their tactics book, rip it up and chuck it down a well for all the good it's done them today. It's been an ambush. Samsung Galaxy have pulled down their pants and given them a wake-up call. And Faker can do nothing about it except stumble around in the dark for his alarm clock, his pants around his ankles, tripping up all over the place, stepping on the cat, and making a right hash of his morning. What a game! What a performance! What dominance! Dry me down with a towel! This series is going the distance! It was true, I was incredibly sweaty, and I used up an entire can of Shenanigans for Men No More Stink in the process. But the ventilation of my basement mixed with the aerosol fumes meant I was dangerously close to running out of oxygen. It was a race against the clock to complete this final in time. Will the Wolves find a locksmith? Find out in Game 2, right after these messages. Alas, there were no messages and I sat staring into the distance for 3.5 minutes. Welcome back, and time for the pick and ban phase of Game 2. And this is huge. Core JJ or Corech, I think he's Welsh, has gone for the cat from Shrek. Oh, but no, it's a flip reversal. He swapped with QV for the pointy-eared pixie. I did not see that coming. Oh, the sheer mousemanship from these lads. It's your classic switcheroo. To the casual observer, it might look like a trivial thing that doesn't matter and usually happens, but let me assure you, it doesn't. And it's anything but. This game is about to start. Gentlemen, start your engines. Your graphics engines, we're underway. After spending Game 1 flailing on their backs like turtles in the sun, SKT took first blood. Crown was enjoying a nice walk in the woods collecting daisies, but he's been ambushed and wowzers in me trousers, he's gone from very much alive to dead as a dodo, faster than a Las Vegas wedding. Faker and his team grew in confidence. This is the Faker we know and love. He is picking up his teammates by the scruff of the neck. And sandpaper my downstairs bits to keep the carpenter in business. It's 2 kills to zilch. But then disaster for SKT, like the dog in the fable who has a bone, but then looks in a lake's reflection and sees another bone and thinks, I want that bone. They dropped their bones. Bang is gonna be deaded here. He is! Bang! And the dirt is gone. And Faker tries to run away like he's let one go in a phone box, but he's running in treacle. It's a bad dream where his legs don't work and he's naked and he's back at school and he hasn't done his homework and he's suddenly all his lockers full of jellied eels. He won't get away. It's a double kill.
This is relentless stuff. Oh no, I'm getting too excited. My voice is going too high. Help, please.
Heliumitis. It's a common problem for casters. I've seen it ruin many a commentator's career. They get so excited, their voice goes up and up and up, until only bats can hear what they're saying. The cure, of course, is to think of something boring, but you try finding something boring in esports. Not going to happen.
Come on, Anthony. Dota. Paragon.
Heroes of the Storm. No, that's too low.
Smite. And we're back in the game, just in time to watch some carnage here, like your aunt's just brought up her political views at Christmas dinner. Double kill, triple kill! I can't add these kills up! Someone bring me a calculator! Blow a pleasant dream through my window. Samsung Galaxy are on the brink of a 2-0 lead. They just have to destroy SKT's big gems, which the Reds seem to just be letting them do. I'm not sure what those tactics are, to be honest. I mean, it's fascinating, though, watching these closing stages. It's like those nature documentaries where they put a camera in a beehive and you watch them all dance around a bit for no apparent reason. And QV has destroyed a red inhibitor. My mum had one of those under her bed. Wow, rather you than me, mate. And that is the game. Gentlemen, wipe down your keyboards. We are going straight to a third. And so it came down to this. SKT needed to win to keep the final alive, but Samsung Galaxy had their knives out and their napkins round their necks. And they had some little salt and pepper pots as well, but try not to sprinkle that on your keyboards because that is going to play with the electrics. Do you hear barking? Does anyone hear barking? I can hear barking. So, with the stage set and a very brief interlude while a stray dog found its way into the commentary box. Whoa, whoa, get off me. Down, boy. Stay. Get off my leg. Get off my leg. Get off my leg. We were underway. SKT are ganking. Ganking? They're ganking? What does ganking mean? Well, let's hope you've got the terminology right, because that just sounds wrong. I don't want to be made a fool out of and go into some blooper. Anyway, and it's ended in blood. The ganking has ended in blood. You should get that looked at, lads. And there's Faker. He's tracked down his enemy like an experienced basset hound and play my armpit hair like a violin. That is 2-0. What do you mean kills aren't the score? I thought it was like football. Like, you kill each other and then you've got to get the crystal. Like sort of a weird demonic crystal maze. Well, it's a bit late to tell me like this. It's basically almost over now anyway. And great ganking nonetheless. Great ganking. Then the moment that looked to flip it in SKT's favour. A giant traffic cone had found its way onto the field and there was confusion while the referees tried to deploy the safety car. Well, who hasn't stolen a traffic cone on a night out? It's great to see some fun injected into the proceedings, but it's fun that has come at a terrible cost with 2 deaths. They will regret that one in the morning, and Faker has left his position. He's gone in for an ambush, but he's bitten off more than he can chew. He'll run back with his tail between his legs, but his legs have fallen off, and his tail has exploded. They nearly got into the red base and destroyed all their big crystals, but one of the team forgot he'd left his oven on at home, and they all had to traipse back to turn it off. But once that important bit of housekeeping was over, it was time to drive the nail into the coffin. Let's pick it up with the final play of the game. Galaxy have knocked on the door like aggressive window cleaners, and SKT are hiding under the duvet. Somebody stick a fork in Faker's team because they are done. They've left the cat flap open and in came a spider with giant teeth and noshed them all for pudding. It's 3-0, and there it is. There's the final whistle. It's done and dusted. The match has finished early, which is great news for the fans in the stadium because not only can they beat the traffic on the way home, But also that murderous dragon won't be hungry again yet, so they've got an increased chance of getting out of the bird's nest without being eaten. Galaxy are jubilant inside their giant purpose-built greenhouse/bird-watching hide. And there's the trophy, which has been shrunk down for them to hold. Yet it takes all of them to lift it up. Yep, that figures. Your 2017 World Champions, those lads. And that was that. Fast forward 3 years and Samsung Galaxy have gone from strength to strength. They've stopped doing esports and moved into telecommunications. They now make some very successful smartphones. And while I did lose a perfectly good pair of trousers, I gained a friend. That dog and I became inseparable. I feed him every other day. Join me next time as I remember more classic bad esports casting. Oh, here he is. Hey boy, hey, who's a little boy? Who's a little boy?